I have a lot of trash to talk about today, and today we're going to be kind of mixing it up a little bit, and I'm going to be talking about some makeup items and some skincare items because I feel like I go through skincare products a lot faster than I do makeup. But yeah, I saved all my trash so I can talk to you about whether I will repurchase these things or not. Okay. Oh, by the way, we're taking this shit a step up, and I got a microphone in the mail. Just so you know. The audio is gonna get so much better. But I'm working with what I have, okay? Oh. Should we start with skincare? I haven't done this in like a week, so I'm so rusty. We're gonna talk about the Tower 28 facial spray, the SOS spray. It's like in this reddish orange. Beautiful bottle, it's beautiful packaging, and I feel like it is an okay spray for what it is. I feel like for what it's claiming to do, it works. I had used this on irritated skin because I do have very sensitive skin. I don't have eczema. This is National Eczema approved. My partner, they have eczema, and I have sprayed it on their irritated skin, and it seemed to calm it a little bit. I'm really struggling for words today. This retails for 28 bucks, and that disappoints me. And you might think that that's not like an outrageous price for a facial spray, but when it's 3 ingredients, I think that's outrageous. And if I can find it, I'll insert a picture here of a complete dupe for this product that's literally half the price. So I think it's just like the brand name hiking it up like double the price of like what's in this bottle. So what's in this is water, sodium chloride, and hypochlorous acid, which is this, it's like a neutralizer, it's an anti-inflammatory acid. And it's basically like a nice saline spray. Like you can use this on like cuts, you can use it. Piercers use this a lot to keep like ear piercings, stuff like that. It's all the like same means to an end. It's to keep infection and irritation off the skin. But yeah, I'll insert a picture / link below something that I've found on Amazon, and multiple dupe websites have said that, you know, this is overpriced, and it's a beautiful package, but I think that's why you're paying $28 instead of like $13.99 or whatever it is. It's fine, but it's not worth the money. Yeah, she didn't do much for me. This is the Herbivore Bakuchiol. Bakuchiol. It's just like way too many syllables for my brain. I'm sorry. So it claims to be a retinol alternative smoothing serum. This puppy retails for $54. Will I be paying that again? Absolutely not. I can't say that this is a bad product, and if you have super sensitive skin, this might be more for you. I have sensitive skin, but not to the point where I think I need a retinol alternative. I am quite the chemical exfoliant lady. I know what amount and how often I need to use something. Yeah, the first couple times, this took me forever to get through because I would use it so infrequently, because once I started using it all the time, I didn't see any difference in my skin. I still had the same dryness, the same breakouts, like the same like dullness that I was getting when I wasn't using any type of AHA, BHA, like lactic acid sort of thing. This was more expensive and did less, I felt. The only time I saw any type of change in my skin was when I would use this like maybe every 3 weeks and use it as and replace like whatever thing I was using like the weeks before with this, and I'd be like, oh, I'm kind of glowy, and like my dry patches are gone, or it helped my acne clear up or something. But no, this, I heard that there's another, like a moon bounce, moon something. That's basically kind of like a sister product to this. It also has Bakuchiol. It also has the same ingredient of this in it. Anyways, there's a few people I've heard really rave about it, but I honestly, I can't be bothered. It's fine if you need something gentle, but I guess I don't. Innisfree, I love them. I believe they're a K-beauty brand, so they're really into like hydration and tea fusion and blossom smelling things, but they're so nice. They're so nice. This is the Intensive Hydrating Serum with green tea seed. This smells lovely. It feels lovely. And I see a difference in my skin when I don't use this, or I'm not actively using it. I have a little bit left, so it's technically not empty, but it's about to be an empty. And I already have a backup of it because I think it's so beautiful. It doesn't make me feel greasy. It sinks in. And it's not one of those things that it's not one of those serums that sink in and then you're like, did this do anything, or did I apply, you know, it's something you would forget about because it is so absorbative. But this is absorbative in a way that you look very luminous, very dewy, without it being greasy or making your skin feel like it would get too oily throughout the day. It wears beautifully under makeup, without makeup. It's just, I really like them. I actually use a lot of products from Innisfree. And I just think they're a wonderful brand, and I will continue to use this little product here. It's just, Staying on the Innisfree track, this is their sunscreen. It's a sunscreen. This is daily, it's called the Daily UV Defense Broad Spectrum SPF 36. 36 is such a strange protection number. I feel, am I wrong? Like 36, that's a strange number. Anyway, this is very beautiful. This is very, it's like a water base, so it's super hydrating. It feels like a moisturizer. So when I would wear this, I wouldn't really wear any type of heavy moisturizer, if any moisturizer at all. On the back, it actually says, this water-based sunscreen with sunflower seed oil effectively protects against UV rays while delivering a refreshing, dewy glow. And that it does. I've actually gone through 3 of these, and I've never thought to be like, oh, yeah, please buy this. Like, this is an absolutely beautiful product. I took this with me when I was on an art residency in Greece this summer, and it didn't cause any breakouts. It didn't sit weird underneath any sort of makeup. It's just absolutely beautiful. Yeah, it's just, what a lovely product. And something that's really awesome about these products is they give you an actual date for expiration. So this one is like, expires 6/27/2023. So it's really cool to have an actual expiration date, because there's no point to wearing it if it's expired, because this is supposed to protect you from the sun, duh. Yeah, there's so many other sunscreens where like I either hate the smell, or, and I'm not anti-sunscreen smell, they just have like a weird smell, or they make my skin feel just like gross. And this feels cosmetically elegant, and I actually like putting it on my face. And that's the ticket. You gotta find a sunscreen that you look forward to using. And this next product isn't empty because it's my replacement, and I think I actually threw away the empty by accident when I was hoarding everything that I had used up. Anyway, This is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. This is also an eczema friendly product. This is their, well, not their typical packaging. It's usually in a tub. You probably recognize it as this cream that's in a tub. It's very thick. It's very nurturing. When you put it on your skin, and it's fragrance free, so it just feels healing. I like to put this on my arms and legs, especially after I shave. I love this all over my body, and in the wintertime I like to put this on my face. In the summer and like warmer weather with like any sort of like humidity, it's a little too heavy for my face. But in the wintertime, I do like to put this on my face when I'm feeling particularly dry. The packaging that you can get from Sephora on Black Friday. Every Black Friday, I buy one in this packaging, because I feel like it would be, when something's in a tube, it's 1000% more hygienic. It's not exposed to as much air. It's not exposed to anything on your hands. I just really wish that this was their packaging instead of a tub. But yeah, the Sephora Black Friday, and you get it like really cheap too. I'm not sure how much it retails traditionally, because I always buy it on sale. But I think on the Sephora Black Friday sales, this is like 14 bucks. And it's way more than that. Like, it's more than 50% off, if you catch my drift. Like, it's over $30 in the tub, I'm pretty sure. I could be totally wrong. I don't know. But I do feel like if you were to spend the full price on it, it is worth the money. Like, if I was like in a bind and I'm like, I don't have this anymore, and I was dumb and forgot to buy a backup of this, even though I'm kind of against like buying backups, when it's something that's a deal and you actually use it all the time, I do feel like in certain circumstances it is worth it. But this is my brand new bottle that I'm opening up. I usually, by the time I have to buy another one, I'm opening up a new bottle. So it's this system. Like, it's a system. Like, I know how much I use it and how long it lasts, so I'm not like having hordes of things just in my cupboard. Anyways, so yeah, I love it so much. I obviously will be repurchasing again, because I always do. Like, it's just always in the rotation of healing skincare. It's a really wonderful product. Glossier LashSlick. I'm really a ride or die for this girl. I don't know how many tubes of this I've ever gone through, but it's an amazing natural looking tubing mascara. Yeah, it's just like one of those OG products that I feel like it's introduced a lot of people into the world of tubing mascaras. And as a person with, I would say that's gifted in the lash department, like, people think that it's a dumb thing to complain about with certain things, but like, I have really long and thick eyelashes with multiple rows, like over 5 rows of eyelashes, if that makes sense. So using a mascara that's hard to take off is kind of a chore for me, and I have to really, it takes a lot of time to get non-tubing mascaras out of my lashes. So when I discovered tubing mascaras, I flipped. Like, it cut like my nighttime routine like in half. So it was a really wonderful discovery the first time I tried the Glossier LashSlick. I'm gonna hold off on repurchasing this because I am trying some other mascaras right now. And like I said before with like backups, like, I don't want just like extra clutter. Like, it's not that expensive. I believe it's only like it's like $18 to $20, I believe. And so I could really just buy this anytime. It's an affordable product. So it's an eventual rebuy. It's not a I dislike it not rebuy. Right? It's good for those natural makeup days, and I think that if you have the same eyelash issues as me, give it a try. It's a good product, and I think it's worth rebuying. The mini to talk about, this is the 24-hour brow setter. I I think this is a really wonderful product. I don't do much to my eyebrows because I think they're fine. Like I accept them as they are. I don't pluck, I don't really fill in ever. I just slick them up and call it a day. So I want something that gives me like a laminated like effect. But along with the product, what I'm picky about is the spoolie. I feel like the product itself is a good product. I like the way it smells. It's like nice. It's a nice smell. It doesn't smell. Anyways, the spoolie itself is, it's almost like a spatula. And so you can like, you know, slimer. I think what's so innovative about the 24-hour brow setter by Benefit is the spoolie. So the spoolie is this spatula-like brush comb thing. On the top it has smaller little bristles, and then on the bottom it has longer bristles. And it's flat, so you can see, beep, beep, beep. Yeah. So you can get multiple different types of effects with this spoolie. You can do the whole laminated thing where you stick your brows down on your face, or you can just comb the product through. I do both. I do a little bit of both. But yeah, I think nothing else is really compared to this spoolie. Like, I think this is the best spoolie that I've tried with clear brow gel products, and I've tried so many because it's kind of one of my favorite products to try because I'm very particular about how my brows look naturally. I don't like tinted brow gels because I find them messy. Powder isn't really my style. Dip brow isn't really my style. Pencils, I feel like it takes too long. Like, I think it's about quickness for me. Like, I'm not passionate about my brows because it's not really like an area that I deem that needs a lot of like work or anything like that in my makeup routine. I don't know what I'm trying to say but what I do know is that the spoolie is amazing. And since this is an empty, I've actually been just saving this because I like to use my e.l.f. brow lift, which is like, you know, that clear brow gel in a pot. And I like to dip this spoolie into the product and basically coat it onto this spatula thing and run it through my brows. And this is an amazing product as well. Like I said, I got this as a mini to try out, and it lasted me a really long time. And it holds pretty well. It doesn't give you like any type of like crusty weirdness. It's a nice product, and if you're looking for a clear brow gel with an exceptional spoolie, or just a makeup tool in general, check this out. I'm not sure if I will repurchase. I like it a lot, but there are cheaper alternatives that I like just as much, if not more. And yeah, it's good. If I needed something and it was the only thing available, I'd be like, okay, like why not? Why not? It's a good product. It's a good product. So it's a maybe repurchase someday. Yeah. Maybelline 4-in-1 Skin Perfector. You know, it's good. It's a nice base product. It claims that it's like a BB cream, a concealer, a highlighter, like all these things. And I don't think it's really any of those things. I think it leans more towards like skin tint. And in certain light, you can see that this has a very finely milled, I don't want to say glitter, but there's a shimmer to it. But when I would put it all over my face and then dab it out with a sponge, I never noticed any sort of like glitter or anything like that. It is very emollient, so it is a glowy base. Yeah, it's fine. I think that if I was in like a bind and I needed some sort of base product and I only had access to a drugstore or something like that, this repurchase would be a maybe. But I have to say that even though it's only like $14, it's kind of like, you know, I don't think I'm gonna miss it, you know? And it's a maybe repurchase, but it's not a hard no, but I'm also like not forlorn that I used it up. I'm kind of just like, oh, I used it up. And also the shade range is atrocious. I think there's only like 4 shades or something like that, and I'm in the shade light. And the packaging is it's disgusting. It's like that spongy thing, you know? Ew. Ew. You can't tell me that there's not like acne causing bacteria in this. Like, come on. Are you kidding me? Ew. But anyway, I don't have to repurchase it, so I don't have to deal with it anymore. And I'm kind of excited to throw this ugly ass thing away. But, because I'm kind of like a packaging snob. Like, packaging actually matters to me because I'm spending my money on something. So I want the product to be good and I want the packaging to look lovely and stay looking lovely. And this is definitely not it. But the product itself, I would say, like, its actual use and wear, I would say it's like a 6 out of 10. Like, it's good. But when it comes to packaging and shade range and what it claims that it is, I would say it's like a 3 out of 10. Like, it's not good. Like, it's not. But yeah, if I have to, I'll repurchase it. But do I want to repurchase it? Not really. Not really. There's other things that I like. Thanks for viewing my trash and hearing me speak about my trash. Yeah, there were some like, the majority of them were like good experiences using the product wise, but some of them were a little lackluster and I feel like weren't totally a waste of money, but I could have spent my money elsewhere, so I'm not going to be rushing out to repurchase. Yeah, like I said before, I'm waiting on my mic in the mail so you can like hear me with more quality. Okay, bye.